I'm starting to feel delusional, guys. I'm still awake. I feel very tired, but I had to come out here and create another video for you guys because things are just extremely bullish. What's going on? Well, this is what's happening. From whale alerts, a billion USDT was just printed out of thin air, and they're about to pump Bitcoin, which will trickle down into Ethereum and then XRP. That's why all these coins are pumping, right? Because it's being manipulated vertically upwards. I'm not kidding. Now, when I seen this tweet, it was like the nail in the coffin for me to make this video because Donald Trump is extremely bullish. He told you to buy the dip at literally the bottom, and now he just tweeted out tech stocks, industrial stocks, and Nasdaq hit all-time high, hit all-time record highs. Crypto, all in capital letters, by the way, through the roof, he says. Not kidding, right? This is literally the president of America telling you. I told you. He literally told us the other day that he's going to manipulate all assets to go up and up and up until the collapse appears. Okay, so how high can these assets go? I truly do believe XRP will hit $100 before the collapse. That's just my 2 cents. You think I'm joking, but Donald Trump isn't. He literally told us he's gonna manipulate every asset to go higher because he wants to recreate a golden era for America, right? And I guess the entire world will feed off this energy, and he's going to be known as the president that created all this money to be flooding into the assets, and that's why we're going to go up and never stop. Nvidia is up 47% since Trump tariffs. United States of America is taking in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs. Country is now back. I didn't even read this. Maybe it was subliminally entering my mind or something. These words or sentences, but I didn't even get to this part, right? I just read the all-time high before recording this video, guys. And what did I say? He's gonna be known for bringing the country back, right? Making everything rise like never before, making the economy great again, right? So this is why we shouldn't be bearish until, I guess, the collapse, right? So it's up we go. A great credit that should rapidly lower rates to reflect this strength. United States of America should be at the top of the list. No inflation. So there it is, and there it is, guys. Okay, so he's not playing around anymore. You know why? Do you know why Bitcoin is going to $1 million? Do you know why Ethereum is going to go to 100K? And do you know why XRP will hit $100 before the collapse? Let Elizabeth Warren explain what. This is literally confirmation of this is going to happen. This isn't financial advice. Please like today's video. Thank you.
But nobody wants weak crypto rules more than the President of the United States. A majority of President Trump's wealth, as much as $7 billion worth, is now based in crypto, from issuing his own stablecoin to issuing his own meme coin to owning a Bitcoin mining company and to controlling a huge portfolio of crypto investments.
I didn't even know this, but Trump holds $7 billion. Is that legit? Right, I know he holds a lot of Ethereum, because I keep seeing it on my timeline, right? So he's getting ready for alt season, but he holds billions of dollars in crypto. I don't know if that's real, but supposedly it is. It's coming from the senator, guys, so I'm guessing it's legit. That's insane. Imagine holding that amount of your wealth into crypto, right? Even though it was created out of thin air, I'm guessing, like his coins and stuff. So the valuation is up there, but still, he's holding on strong, which tells me this is why they want everything to pump. Do you guys now understand? Right? Trump is not playing around, guys. My heart is about to explode. And look at this. This literally is the cherry on top. A staggering $7.4 trillion is now sitting in money market funds, a new all-time high. Literally $7 trillion is on the sidelines waiting to enter the markets. Now, I believe this enters after the recession occurs, right? Well, when interest rates are low. Though, can Jerome Powell bring down the interest rates without any black swan events? If that happens and this money enters, it's going to be literally a double whammy. Right, guys, that's how Bitcoins and ETH and XRP will hit its targets this cycle, because people are thinking too low. But that's what we called for a while ago, right? I think they're gonna trick everyone, Because remember, I believe this is the last cycle before the collapse, so they're gonna prop it as high as possible, and everyone will just get out when Bitcoin is heading to a mill, guys. Okay, a mill here, people will just sell here, right? And they're gonna FOMO at the top. And Ethereum the same exact thing, XRP the same exact thing. People are gonna sell low, like at $10, $20, but little do they know, it's gonna hit 100, probably, most likely before the collapse, just because of all this money just waiting to enter, right? Not to mention the Fed's money as well, when they print money out of thin air when that time comes. Do you guys see how easily manipulated this thing can get to vertically accumulate and pump? Yeah, exactly. Please like today's video. Publicly traded K-Wave Media secures $1 billion capital capacity to buy Bitcoin. Nothing stopped this train. Oh, don't forget the institutions and companies, right? The funding. Then they're going to make that money flood into Bitcoin, right? To prop up the whole... Again, this thing is not stopping. Every company now has a Bitcoin-focused corporate treasury model. Okay? Oh, and XRP does too, right? The same thing is going to trickle down to XRP, by the way, if you guys haven't noticed. But mainly today's video is about Bitcoin because it's very bullish. Publicly traded, another company in France supposedly buys hundreds of Bitcoin here. So what's happening with Bitcoin? Let's talk about the technical analysis side of things. Wow, it's actually moonshotting, guys. It's about to create a new all-time high here. Here's what's funny. The target that I see minimum is probably it's going to hit 115K relatively soon. You know why that's so weird? Look at these lines that I drew a long time. This was years ago, right? Before any of this price action was taking place. And look how accurately, if you just look at this, right? Maybe if we go on the 4-hourly charts, it looks better. 12-hourly probably looks a lot better. Look at that, right? On the 4-hourly chart, do you not see something? These lines hold Bitcoin as resistance or as support, right? Look at this. It's that simple. So the next resistance is at 115K. Then if we could break 115, it goes straight up to 120K plus. If we break that, 150K incoming. But major 115K needs to break that, guys, which we'll see what happens then. But that's so odd that there's literally $7 billion worth of Bitcoin shorts that the exchanges will eat up for free, billions of dollars at 115K right here, right? Literally right here. Look at that, 7 billion right here, guys. Wait, that's so strange. That's 115K, but my chart stated it years ago that this will act as resistance, right? So we'll see what happens there. So be cautious. And then as soon as it breaks that, holds it as support, 120K plus incoming imminently. BC Backer says, just needs something to trigger it and set it off. So basically, he's following a fractal here, or a pattern for Bitcoin on like the 8-hourly chart, and on these other charts it's different, right? But basically the same thing repeats. Consolidation phase, right? This last fake out, pump. Consolidation phase, maybe this last fake out, pump, right? Same thing, pump. So yeah, that's upcoming literally extremely soon, right? He's basically saying we want to see some type of white swan event to approach out of nowhere, right? To pop out, and then it's going to be the trigger for this massive green candle around the corner. Crypto says, confirmed, bull flag has been activated. The target is 150K. From Income Sharks, he's saying that Bitcoin just flipped the super trend bullish again, right? Oh wow, we were in a bearish trend, now we're back to a bullish trend. The last time we were in a bullish trend, right? Look at that. It either consolidates in a bullish manner, or it pumps hard, right? But this is the year where everything will pump, because every cycle is literally predicted to a T. The same thing that happens literally repeats. So from 2013, 2017, the end of the cycle, 2021, end of the cycle, 2025. Is that going to be the end of the cycle by the end of this year? We'll see, right? But it's all looking fantastic. $300 billion Wall Street giant just said Bitcoin is going to 500K. It's coming. And you thought our predictions are too bearish, right? But they themselves are confirming our targets.
For a price prediction of $500,000 per Bitcoin by the end of the decade, how did you get there? And how much conviction do you have in that?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty conservative. A lot of other folks say 1 million by 2030. Michael Saylor says 5 million.
I'm thinking a million next year. By next year, a million, guys. I'm not even kidding. That's 10x. So if Bitcoin 10x's relatively soon, Ethereum will like 30x. So ETH is at 20. So ETH is going to 60k, right? About there, and XRP will like 50x. So it's at $2. Yep, $100. Look at that. Look at that math. Just come on, guys. It's literally symmetrically. It's literally a symmetrical data sequence.
But not too many others share their math. I do pretty openly, so I'll tell you very quickly and easily how I get there. If you take a look at the world's global assets, the total value of everything, the value of stocks, bonds, real estate, gold, oil, commodities, you name it, add up the total value of everything, it's about $800 trillion. Now, if you take the owners of all that stuff, you own a little bit of it.
Exactly, and then he's probably just gonna say, if all the people who owned all that assets just put a portion of that money into Bitcoin, that's how we reach those targets this year.
Own a little bit of it. We all own a little bit. If all the owners of all that stuff allocate just 1% of their portfolio to Bitcoin, that would be a flow of $8 trillion. That would put Bitcoin at 500,000.
What did I say? Simple, 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 right? And he said 1%. That's actually insane to think about. Just 1%. That's literally no risk involved for them, right? For these asset holders. 1% is insane. Wait, what's even the risk in that? So why wouldn't he even take that? Right? If you lose 1% of your whole net worth, that's and you're worth millions, does that even matter? Would that even like would you even notice? No, you wouldn't, guys, right? Especially if you have billions of dollars, as some of these people do. So yeah, I mean, it's quite clear that that's what's upcoming, guys. I'll prepare, I'll get ready, and they're just gonna manipulate this thing to go up and up and up and never stop until one day it's gonna come like a thief in the night, where it will take everyone by surprise, and that's the collapse. But that probably happens next year. For now, we just pump and never stop. Now, beneath your device, please like this video and let's go. I'm about to faint. But anyways, that's so face me. See ya.